Hi guys, so welcome back to another video, and today is something really important because I know so many of you have been following along this channel, have been following along my journey of getting the Spain Digital Nomad Visa, and I know so many people have been planning and getting things together to be able to apply in the start of 2024 or at some point during 2024. Now, from when the visa first came out to now, some things have definitely changed. Requirements have changed. There are definitely different scenarios which have been able to be approved with a visa, and some we found out that have not. And today I have Marina from Bureaucracy.es joining me again to go over all the requirements with you guys, give you some more updates and insights into 2024 and how you can ease your process if you're looking to apply for this visa. So let's jump into it. Hi guys, welcome back, and we have Marina from Bureaucracy.es with us. Marina, say hi and introduce yourself to everybody.
Hello, Christina. Nice to see you again. So I hope that everything is good in Barcelona. So this is Marina Enestrosa from Bureaucracy. I'm an immigration advisor, and yes, we have plenty of experience with the digital nomad visa application at the consulate and also within Spain at the Unidad de Grandes Empresas. So yes, I'm here today to answer all the questions that you have about the digital nomad visa and the new updates in 2024.
All right, guys, so for the Spain Digital Nomad Visa 2024, Marina's going to help explain what the basic requirements are to actually apply for the visa and who you are and what situation you need to be in to be able to get approved. So, Marina, what are the basic requirements for 2024 getting this visa?
Well, Christina, this is a very good question because there have been some changes along the 2023, and we expect some more changes in this new year. So basically, yes, you need to be in Spain because most of our clients come to Spain on a tourist visa and they apply directly here. So the entry stamp on your passport is mandatory, as well the financial means. As you know, it's not the same to apply just yourself that coming with your family. The criteria changed. And we are expecting that the government is going to update and increase the minimum salary in Spain. So as well, we need the company registration of your client or your employer with apostille. This requirement is 100% mandatory and requested in all the cases. As well, we need the contract signed in English, also in Spanish. Otherwise, we do the translation. We need the authorization letter that where your employer/client authorized you to move to Spain. We need as well the last 3 months of bank statements with the last 3 months of paychecks or invoices. As well, we need some personal information such as the FBI report with apostille, criminal records if you are from another country. We need your CV, and we need 3 years of experience as well. So this is everything that we need from you. Of course, every case is different, so that's why we offer the free consultations.
Yeah, awesome. So I know you kind of touched on it briefly, but what are the income requirements for a single person versus a family who wants to apply?
So if you are coming just you, for example, we need to prove that your monthly income for the last 3 months was 2,500 euros. And if you come with your partners, it's going to be 3,500 euros. And if you're a family of 4 members, you need to prove 4,095 euros for the for the next year. Imagine that you have less income. You make 2,200 euros and you are coming just you. The authorities are going to request savings, but not just for the next year, for the next 2 years.
Wow.
So the amount is quite high. So basically, you need to show 60,000 euros in your bank account. So in case you don't meet the financial requirements, I suggest you to wait, because I know that having this amount of savings is not that easy to achieve.
Another thing with income requirements, if say you are a freelancer, you're an independent contractor, so your income is not the same every month. How does that work in terms of meeting the income requirements?
So yes, very interesting question. So we know that it's not a steady income sometimes. So you need to find the balance. So is between some months you can make a little bit less, but yes, must be 2,500. And the next month, yes, you can compensate a little bit. But yes, I suggest to have at least 2,500. And it's not just with one client, it can be 2 or 3 clients. The less, the better, because you need to gather all the information for all those clients. So it's extra work from both sides.
Definitely. And in terms of income, I know you said there might be changes coming forward. Do you know what people should expect for the changes, or do you have any information to rely on that?
So yes, well, it definitely is going to happen. So the minimum salary in Spain is gonna be effective in the upcoming months. We don't know yet when it's going to happen, but yes, we are going to increase the minimum the minimum financial means requested, and we are going to notify our clients. So we can share in with you later how much it's going to be as soon as we know.
Perfect. Awesome. So if you want to apply with your partner, because I know there are some people who can apply on their own, they make the income requirements, they have all the requirements needed for the visa, but they have a partner they want to be as a dependent. How does that work? Are you able to do it if you're not married? What is that whole requirement issue?
Okay. And also I want to mention something. Some families, some couples combined, they make the minimum, which is 3,500 euros. But unfortunately, it's not possible. Just one of the partners must be the main applicant and the other one is going to be the dependent. They cannot combine income. And regarding this, well, the authorities in Spain are very clear. If you're married, it's okay. So the marriage certificate with apostille is going to be good and accepted. Also, we have successful applications where you got the civil partnership with apostille in the US, for example, in New York. But if you are not married and you don't have any kids in common, it's not possible. According from our experience, even families with kids, they requested the civil partnership. But of course, we appeal and we mention that yes, they have kids and having a kid is enough proof of having established a partnership. And yes, the applications were all accepted.
Okay. Definitely good to know because I think a lot of people have been trying to figure out with their long-term boyfriend if they could move them over. And obviously, you do need to have real partnership documents in place. So, definitely something to consider for anyone who's been thinking about it. Moving away from the partners and income and stuff, I think one of the biggest questions that I've gotten from people who are wondering is I own a business. I own my own business. I'm not an independent contractor. Can I apply for the visa? So I know you've obviously been doing this for almost a year now. What has been the updates on that? Can you actually get the visa if you're a business owner?
Yes, no problem at all. So if you own your business, it's good enough to come to Spain. Only the authorities, the UGE, is requesting that you need to prove that you offer your services, your products to other companies, to third parties. So basically, you can be the owner of your company. And you offer the services to two or three clients. And at the moment that we submit the application, we are gonna gather the information for your clients plus the ownership of the company to prove that sometimes the invoices that you generate are on the company names instead of your own name. And this is not a problem. We have all our clients that they were business owners. All of them, they got the approval as well.
Awesome. Definitely good to know for all business owners. You can definitely get the visa. One thing I definitely think I've heard from people and should be clarified so they know is you definitely need to have like clients and relationships standing. So you cannot have multiple different clients every single month changing. Because I know for people who do YouTube, for example, this video is on YouTube.
Yes.
Making money off of those things isn't enough. So do you want to clarify for people how it kind of works with needing a consistent client for those 3 months and how you can't just have a bunch of different projects coming in?
Well, the authorities in Spain are pretty straightforward with these requirements. I know that every person has a different situation, and we fully are aware, but the authorities are not. So that's why we follow their guidelines. And basically, when you have one client that I paid you every 3 months, etc., you should renegotiate with your client, for example, to pay you every month. And if you have just you change the clients every month, you're not going to be eligible neither, because the authorities, they want to see that you have a steady income for the last 3 months with the same client or clients. And also they are going to keep paying you in the future, because as you know, you need to pay taxes at the end of the day in Spain. So you need to have the same client for the long term.
Yeah, definitely. So moving away from business owners, independent contractors, employees, one of the biggest, I think, questions, and I know you're gonna know what I'm asking, is US employees. There are so many waiting to come on this visa, but there's been issues with the Social Security agreement. So has there been any updates? Are US employees allowed to come yet, or any information you can share?
Well, so our team is working right now also with the Social Security office in the US and also with the Spanish consulate abroad to see if we have any update about this. So as we know, the Digital Nomad Visa was created 1 year ago, so well, was launched in Spain. But the bilateral agreements signed between Spain and the US were signed a long time ago. So they are effective just in the regarding pensions, not the movement of the remote workers to Spain. So this is something really new. So unfortunately, I cannot give you good news yet. So we are still working on that to see if it's feasible to get an update. But yes, our American employees that they are willing to move to Spain, the employer must open a branch in Spain and pay Social Security, taxes, salary, etc. In some countries, in other countries like Colombia, no problem at all. So Latin American bilateral agreements are effective, and we're happy to say that yes, all the clients came to Spain.
And if you're a US employee, is it possible for you to ask for your employer to make you a contractor and then apply for the visa?
Yes, it's possible, and some clients have done this before, but they need to wait 3 months. So if you change as a contractor, you need to wait 3 months until you can apply again, because you need to gather 3 months of invoices. The validity of the contract must be at least 3 months. So yeah, basically you need to wait.
Yeah. And for UK employees, I'm not sure if you've experienced a lot of this, but their A1 certificate is obviously needed. That's their bilateral agreement for Social Security. How long do you think people should prepare in trying to get that agreement?
Okay, so when someone from the UK approached to me because he or she is an employee, always I say this: before having the free consultation, please call the HMRC and contact about the A1, because it takes a couple of months in a positive scenario. So it's not that fast. But yes, it's effective. So you can apply when you get the famous A1.
Yeah, my boyfriend's from the UK and he had to get the A1 and it took him 15 weeks. So just so everyone knows, you're pre-prepared. Like you need to apply for that before you even think of getting ready for the visa requirements.
Exactly. So actually, I tell my clients, okay, let's focus on the A1 form, get it, and after that, let's go with the ACRO, the criminal record with apostille, because in the UK, you can get it with fast track. Just in a couple of weeks, you can get it, and also the apostille service can be done in 5 business days. It's not like in the US that takes 11 weeks at least. So that's why.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the A1 and later on the rest of the documents.
Yes, definitely. So, talking about the process of visa, for anyone who generally wants to apply for this visa, how long is the process usually? What should they kind of buffer in time wise? And how long have you seen approvals been taking?
So usually I tell my clients that they need to think about 6 months, 7 months, and this is a realistic and also not that optimistic time frame. Because, well, usually if you are from the US, you need to wait up to 3 months to gather the documents, because the most time-consuming document is the FBI report with apostille. So let's say that gathering the documents between 2 and 3 months. Later on, when you come to Spain, we're going to submit the application on your behalf. So come to Spain when you have all the documents ready. I know you want to move right now, but really it's better if you move when you have all the documents with you. And well, at the moment that we submit the application, we need to wait 20 business days. Sometimes we get the approval within 2 weeks. Sometimes we get the approval within 20 business days, last day, or sometimes we get we need to appeal because we didn't hear anything within the first 20 business days, and yes, they get the positive administrative silence. But yes, so let's say that they need to wait a month at least. So if they request extra documents, a month and a half in total. And later on, you need to have a rental agreement in place, which is not that easy task in famous cities such Barcelona, gathering the documents for the padrón, and later on the TE, the residency card, can take between you apply and etc. 3 months. as well. And this is important. When the residency is granted, we are going to receive a letter, which is usually is approved for the next 3 years, etc. And you need to work on getting the padrón and the TIE. So we're going to help you with that residency card. But getting appointments in some cities like Barcelona, Madrid, and Valencia is challenging. So we need to be patient. And when you submit the TIE, you need to wait 45 days to collect it. At the moment that you collect it, you are done with the application. But yes, patience is the key. With bureaucracy, we cannot be in a hurry.
Yeah, I definitely think that's something to keep in mind because you also, once you have gone over your 90 days, if you have on your tourist visa and your application, you cannot leave Spain until you have your TIA. So it's definitely something to consider. I came to Spain in March and I had to get some last minute client stuff and ended up applying in May, end of May, I think it was. And I didn't have my TIA until September. So it was a whole process, and you definitely need to be prepared for it being a process and don't plan on leaving between your application process and actually getting your TIA. That's going to be a very big one to remember.
Thank you very much for sharing your experience. It's really valuable.
Yeah. And one thing I did want to, you mentioned earlier about having the proof that you've entered Spain. For people who are already in Europe and have entered a different country, what do they need to do to make sure that they have the proof they've entered into Spain?
Imagine that you're an American citizen living in Germany for the last 2 years, and you want to apply for the digital nomad. So when you enter in Spain, so it's going to be considered a domestic flight. Nobody's going to check your passport. So you need to go to the nearest police station and ask for an entry letter. Sometimes the authorities, they forget that they are there to help, and they are not willing to help you with that letter. So I suggest my clients to keep trying to another office until they are lucky, because this is what it is. Sometimes also I advise them that they fly to the UK and enter directly from the UK to Spain, and then they can skip this process to go to in person to the police office, and sometimes they don't even speak English. So yes, it's not that easy.
Yeah, I definitely just want to mention that because I've read so many comments on the Facebook groups and different things being like, oh my God, like what do I do? I didn't realize I need that. So it's definitely something that you need to have. And so I wanted to kind of end with, what tips do you have for people, especially been through this process of how many applications you guys have gone through and all the approvals? What top tips do you really have for someone to be successful, or any last minute things you want to remind them?
Okay, so my advice will be like be patient. I know that it can be challenging in the moment to apply for this, but that's why we are here. So we are gonna assist you along the process, and we are gonna make it smooth. For that reason, we need your cooperation. So try to stick to the guidelines that we provide to you, and don't come to Spain if you don't have the documents ready. I know that sometimes you need a Schengen visa. The Schengen visa is only valid for a couple of weeks. Please don't come. Perhaps it's better that you request a new Schengen visa, or you tell us your travel plans before requesting the Schengen visa. And as well, if we ask you extra documents, it's because they are going to be requested at some point of the process. And I know that social media is full of successful cases, but please don't compare yourself with anyone. Every case is different. The person that is going to review your application is going to be a different one. So we want your approval. Also, I say this, I want happy clients living in Spain, and that's why you are going to hire our services. So yes, please listen to us and come to Spain when you're ready to apply.
Definitely agree. And one thing about your guys' service, which I really love, and I've sent so many people to you guys, and I've heard great things from everyone. So if anyone's watching and you're needing someone to help you with this process, the best part, obviously, you get a free consultation call with Marina to go over everything, but they also have an online portal. So do you want to talk more about the online portal? Because I think that's something that definitely sets it apart from other people.
Yes, exactly. So, first of all, we do a free assessment as well. So you need to fill out the Digital Nomad Visa fast track, and we're going to evaluate if you are going to be a good candidate. later on you can book a consultation with us. If you are in a hurry, just let us know and maybe we can adjust our agenda, obviously. And after we have the meeting, you are gonna have access to the dashboard. In that dashboard, you are gonna see the list of the documents, and they are blurry at the moment that you make the first payment, and they are gonna be released. And also, we are gonna assign you a case manager, and she's gonna send you the welcome email and prepare the application with you. So basically, you are going to have samples from our site, even real documents to see how it looks. Obviously, not personal information is shared in our company. And yes, you can have meetings, calls, Zoom meetings, etc., in order to have a successful case. So you're going to be accompanied from the beginning until the end, until you get the TA with you. And in that case, we have improved, and we have case managers just focus on TS. So because for us it's important to finish the process and yeah, to have a good experience.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think being able to have a list of the documents you need and see what you're actually uploading and what you're still missing is super helpful because there's loads of documents that you're going to need. So being able to visually see that is great. And another thing I like what you guys do is your payment structure. So not everything's due at once. So do you want to explain that for everyone to understand as well?
Yes. We split the payment into 4 steps, and actually we have updated the dashboard, and now you can see on top of it which payment is done and how much is outstanding. So yes, the first payment is done to engage the services. The second payment is done after the application is submitted. We include the government fees if the application is done in Spain, and also up to 200 euros in official translations. When the visa is granted, we are going to notify you, and you are going to make the third payment, and we are going to send it to you, the letter and the next steps. And when you submit the TA application, we are going to send you, we are going to make the last payment. So you are going to see that you are going to make a payment because actually one of the milestones in the process is accomplished. So it's pretty friendly and easy. So I don't need to remember clients to pay because they are aware that they need to pay.
Yeah, having that great like user experience, I think, is definitely something that sets you apart and makes it a lot easier because this process can be a bit confusing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna like
Yes, no, it's true. It's
sugarcoat it.
true.
It can be confusing, especially if you aren't fluent in Spanish or you haven't dealt with Spanish bureaucracy yet. It can be a bit crazy. So having that is really great. But I think that is all the questions that I have. I'm happy that we were able to go over the requirements for 2024, share some insights and some more tips. And thank you, Marina, for coming on.
Thank you so much for inviting me again. So it's been a pleasure sharing my knowledge with you.
Well, guys, I hope that cleared up some of the questions for you. I hope that gave you some really good, better insight into what you need to apply for this visa, any changes that have happened over the past year since the visa has come out, and make this process just a little bit easier for you. And don't forget, if you are looking for someone to work with for this visa, I do highly suggest working with a lawyer. I think the Spanish bureaucracy system is just a bit crazy, and you don't want to be denied for something small that they would have known you needed. So if you're definitely looking for someone, Marina is awesome. I've sent her so many people and everyone's had a great time and great reviews from her. So click the link below and you can book a call with her and get the process started. They even have an online portal where you'll be able to see all the documents you need, what you can upload, and have an actual visualization of where you are in the process. So definitely click the link below and book a call with her. She's amazing. And I hope that this helps your journey to move to Spain as a digital nomad. I know I'm absolutely loving it. It's been almost a year, which is crazy. And I hope that more people get the opportunity to live in this amazing country. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're liking all of this, there'll be more Spain visa updates, more tax updates coming for you guys because I am paying my first year of taxes in Spain. So I will answer all your questions once I have all that process done with and just share a little bit more of my life in Barcelona, currently traveling in Valencia. So definitely check it out, hit the subscribe button, join our community, and I'll catch you guys next video. See ya.